Hi friends, once again we meet and today I'll tell you another story. It's a moral story and the name of the story is The Lion Comes Back to Life. Now it happened, there were 4 friends. Their friendship was very strong. They planned and shared their ideas with each other. The only difference between the 4 friends was that the 3 friends were very knowledgeable. They had lot of knowledge about various disciplines or subjects, whereas the 4th friend was a simpleton and he had very little knowledge about anything, but he was very practical and had common sense. Now it happened that one day they were walking through a dense forest, and as they were walking, they saw that a few bones were lying at the corner of the road. Immediately, the first friend said, I want to test my knowledge, how much I know about what I have learnt. And he chanted a few magical words, and the bones formed into a shape. It was the skeleton of an animal. The second friend also got very excited and he said, I'll also test my knowledge. Let me see how much I know about the subject that I have learnt. And he gave flesh and blood into that skeleton and he said, let it look like a lion. And so it happened. The third was very excited with all this and he said, now I will test my knowledge. He decided to give life to that lion. Now the 4th friend, who hardly knew any subject, who hardly had knowledge about anything, but he was very practical, he had common sense, he was wise enough to understand that it would be dangerous. So he told the 3rd friend, no, don't do that. As soon as it comes to life, the lion would eat us up. But the 3rd friend did not listen to him. He disagreed, as he thought that the 4th friend knew nothing. He said, no, it will not eat us up. Rather, it will be grateful because it will be happy to have a life. The 4th friend then explained the same thing to the other 2 friends and said, advise him not to do this. But they also agreed to the words of the 3rd friend, and because they all hardly understood that the 4th friend was saying something quite true. Now the 4th friend saw that they were not listening to him, so he quickly climbed the tree and hid himself in the branches of the tree. In the meantime, the 3rd friend chanted his magical words, and really it happened that the skeleton came back to life. It became a lion and it roared. It was huge. It started roaring and pounced on the 3rd friend and ate him up. Before the other 2 could understand what had happened, the lion went and pounced on them also and had a gala feast with them. So thus you see, my friends, the 3 friends had lot of knowledge, but they didn't know where to use it and when to use it. They were not wise enough to understand that, whereas the 4th friend knew nothing about anything, but he had common sense and he knew what had to be done at the right moment and the right place. So now you can read more stories like this and you can recreate your own stories, read more moral stories, and also at the same time you can frame some questions on this story and write your own answers. It will help you for comprehension. Find some good words and make sentences with them. Thank you. We'll be meeting soon again.